You don't have your team picked out for the major yet? I'm about to make it real easy. Furia is probably one of the major favorites, and you would have to say they're basically like AC Milan or the San Antonio Spurs. When you think of Milan, you think of one of the craziest set of ultra fans in the world, much like Furia has, with all of Brazil supporting them and Madhouse TV ripping the coolest broadcast you've ever seen. Not only that, but Luka Modric, who's at the front of that AC Milan squad, he is one of the most historic strikers of all times. He is the face of Croatia and has a nation behind him. Much like Fallen is the face of Brazilian Counterstrike. He has an army of people that have been trying to live in his footsteps for years. He's trying to see if he's got a little bit of magic left in them boots one last time. If he can wiggle the mouse just the right way, get a few more crazy op shots, they could win the whole thing. And when you think about the San Antonio Spurs, you have a freak in Maladoy that might be the next generational talent, coming to fruition possibly under the ultimate stage at a major. Next up, you've got Mouse, which are basically like Bayern Munich or the Atlanta Braves. They're kind of like everybody's team. You almost want to pull for them. They're just young and scrappy and fun. They're also not selfish. They're not crazy. They're not outlandish. They're just very vanilla. I mean, you do have Harry Kane on Munich, which is an absolute striker, and Mals do have Torsey, who is an absolute unit. And it's one of those you want to pull for them, you want to see them do good, but also at the end of the day, it's hard for them to compete with the tier that's just above them. They're not quite in that upper echelon, but they're right on the cusp of greatness. And they could be an exciting team to watch. You wouldn't be surprised if they won, but you're also probably not going to be putting your money on them either. Next up, you have Aurora. They're kind of like the star-studded team out of the Netherlands, the Ajax, or the Atlanta Hawks. They have crazy passionate fans. They are one of the most supportive groups you've ever heard of. And when you look at the Atlanta Hawks, their whole offense rotates around one star player, Trae Young. And when you think of Xantares, that's who you think of. An offense that goes through a player that is absolutely dominant. Major is going to be sitting behind him making the calls, and they're trying to do this for all of Turkey. They've seen some recent success. They know what it takes to win, and they are close as they have ever been to getting a major.
This victory in the making for over a decade as Turkish CS chased a dream that burned inside their hearts like an eternal fire.
Now, it's a really hard team to still bet for because they do still seem like they're in that second tier. However, it's also a really hard team to bet against.